You can see that they're positive with the ball. They're shifting the ball nice and early, and they've got good threats in Rojas. He's in good form, and Andrew Naboot. So we're aware of that. They've got unbelievable threats in our team, and Pearman will come in. It's his last game. He's retiring after that, so he's been a top pro. He's had a massive career. He's had a massive influence on the group, and we need to send him off on a positive note.
Let's talk about those who will be taking the pitch in this match against the Melbourne Victory. The starting lineups coming up on your screen. In goal is number 50, Tristan Prendergast. The back three is Matt Yerman with Ziegler and McGowan. Tate Russell retains his spot with Matthew Cordier coming in for Georgievski. Perman Schwegler comes into the matchday squad in his final game of his career alongside Keanu Bacchus, along with Jordan O'Doherty. And of course the front two is Cox and Mitchell Duke. The subs, Bruce Kamau, Tasmor Dakudis, the backheel flick, hasn't earned him a starting berth just yet. Nick Sullivan, as well as Costa Grozos, Fabian Monge, Mohamed Adam and Nick Suman is the replacement keeper. So a reasonably unchanged lineup, a few changes. Schwegler comes in, Tats as well as Cordier.
Yeah, look, it's great to see him starting. Obviously, like we said, it is his last match, so happy to see him start. Hope he gets out there, has a good game. I'm happy, obviously, to see Mitchell Duke up there at the front. What I wanted to say earlier is he is looking to break a record tonight. So he has scored 14 goals for us this season, the most goals scored for us this season, with aforementioned now retired player Oriol Riera with 15 goals in one season. I'd love to see him break that record tonight. I'm
sure even Oriol Riera will be cheering him on to break that record, even though it's he's just retired. I'm sure he wants to keep it, but hopefully the Wanderers can get the victory here against the Melbourne Victory. Tell us what you think of the starting lineup, of course. Use the hashtag WSWLive. Get involved, of course. Tell us your thoughts. Tell us how much you love this show, which some of you have, so thank you. And you can, of course, win this wonderful JD Sports voucher. The best tweet that Tats chooses from the plethora of tweets will win this lovely voucher. You're watching Wanderers Live. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Wanderers Live. We'd like to acknowledge and thank our partners, our co-major partners, Centuria and JD Sports.
Along with our senior partners, Mitsubishi Electric, Pepper Money, Nike, Herbalife Nutrition, Westfield EI, SS Super, McDonald's and Blacktown City Council.
Thank you also to our category partners, Club Marconi, Intermain, Mate, Transport for New South Wales, Ola Cabs, Turner Freeman Lawyers and Western Sydney University.
We'd also like to acknowledge our foundation, business and charity partners.
Well, we'd like to thank everyone who's been getting in touch with us using the hashtag at WSWLive. Now, just because we're about to give away this gift card doesn't mean you have to stop getting involved, so please send us your tweets, let us know what you love and let us know what you think about the game ahead. But Tats, I believe you have chosen a winner of our $50 JD Sports voucher. I
have. Of course, it's biased again, but the winner of this voucher today is Broseph K. He has said, love me some WSW Live to close off the season and get me through hump day. Obviously, it is Wednesday. We're playing midweek, and he has won this voucher.
He has won this voucher. Congratulations, Broseph. That's an excellent tweet, if I do say so myself. You're watching Wanderers Live. We'll be back after this. Let's look at the key matchups for tonight. For the Wanderers, number 17, Keanu Bacchus, and for the Victory, number 18, Midgen Basher.
Yeah, so we're looking at Bacchus' stats passing accuracy. We're looking at 84.6% to Basher's 84.1%. Successful passes are 771 to Basher's 670. But when we're looking at interceptions, Bacchus has a whopping 55 interceptions to the Albanian Nationals' 24.
I do have to say, Keanu's game has, I guess, really improved with Pirmin Schwegler this season. He's brought a lot out of the youngster. I think having that experience right next to him has given him a lot more room to move. We did see he scored earlier this season, as we have not yet mentioned.
Yeah, so no, he actually opened the scoring when last time we played Victory, so I'd love to see that come out in the game tonight. He is our player to watch, so let's have a look at his magic.
Yeah, it's been a lot of minutes in the last few weeks after COVID, tournament style, but it's good. I think all of us players want to play more games and training, and yeah, it's what everyone enjoys, the games and winning. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the result done to make finals this year, but we'll take the positives and we'll come back stronger. Yeah, it was an up and down season, a bit of a roller coaster. There's a lot of good things, a few negative things, but yeah, we look at the positives and played some good football. We did well in certain games in derbies this year that we hadn't in the last couple of years. Yeah, I think we can definitely build on things in terms of going forward with JP next year, and he's a good coach and good guy, and yeah, I think we'll be strong.
Now Bacchus! Oh, what a wonderful goal! Keanu Bacchus!
Yeah, it's been good. I'm very grateful to get such a big opportunity at a big club so young, for them to have the faith in me to play, and yeah, playing in the middle of the park at such a young age is such a good thing, the belief, and it's really moulded me as a player and as a person. And yeah, my ability can really shine through them having the faith. I think all players would prefer to play games and train, and that's what we love, to be out there in front of the fans. Unfortunately, we couldn't play in front of the fans this time around, but yeah, to be playing games is the most important thing, and to have fun out there and enjoy and hopefully get results, which were hard to come by this after COVID. But you know, we tried our best, and we'll come back stronger next year.
Welcome back to Wanderers Live. We're joined again by Tim Gilbert. Tim, welcome.
Nice to be here.
That's right. Well, last game of the season, I'm sure you're excited for it.
Absolutely. And look, there's so much to play for tonight when it comes to Pride, because look, they are the two wounded heavyweights of the competition of the A-League, aren't they? And it's been an up and down season. We speak for the Wanderers from the Wanderers' point of view. Look, a good back end, and we thought there was half a hope of getting to the finals. That hasn't happened, but from a point of view of beating Melbourne Victory and to head off ahead of next season with a victory means, pardon the pun, would mean a lot.
That's right. Well, let's talk about the podcast. We talked about it last time, The Wanderers of Western Sydney, which you guys can check out on Spotify. The third episode dropped today. You did speak to Simon Cox. He talked a bit about his career playing for Ireland, of course, playing here in Australia for the Wanderers. Give us a bit of a teaser about what fans can expect.
Oh, it's storytelling. It's just peeling back the surface on a lot of these people, a lot of the individuals. And they won't just be players. There'll be people from the Wanderers family, the wider Wanderers family. Everyone's got a story to tell. And look, in the instance of Simon, it's fascinating to hear what it was like for him to be 14 days in isolation, because a lot of us are hearing all the news about people coming in and spending 14 days in isolation and they come out. But look, he goes in to quite a bit of detail regarding how he gets to the hotel. They don't give him a key to the room. He's got to stay in that room. And it was quite difficult. Obviously, he lives a long way from here. It's his first time that he's playing for a football team on the outside of his country, and it's the other side of the world. So he spoke brilliantly about that. He also spoke about representing Ireland. A really interesting conversation, and he's a guy that has played with some and against some of the greats of the game.
Excellent to see. You did also catch up with Dicko and,
Yes.
of course, Ian Crook, a super fan and, of course, a super coach. Now, the club does have a proud youth academy. What does the future look like for the Wanderers under Crookie?
I think it looks very bright. and what an exceptional individual he is. Look, to be plus 400 games with Norwich, he tells a story in this podcast of his very humble beginnings. No silver spoons for him. Growing up in London, it was his grandfather that managed to give him the £80 a year so he could catch, I think, 2 trains and a bus to get to Tottenham Hotspur, where he started.
Wow.
And then he went on and to track his career where he coached Del Piero at Sydney FC, and now to be the technical manager of our academy is just superb. His history with young people, with young players, is exceptional. And look, one of the focuses that he's got is obviously that we want players to come through and play at the top game, but he said we want big, good, strong individuals and personalities that evolve out of the system. I think it's in great hands.
So great stories, of course, in the podcast, which, as always, you guys can check out on Spotify, some behind-the-scenes look into this club. You did also catch up with the chairman. Now, we're about to see a bit of a teaser about that, but what were some of your takeaways from your chat with him?
Oh, look, I thought it was very transparent, very upfront. Obviously, it's been a challenging 12 months for the club, and Paul Lederer didn't shy away from that. He also spoke about how much positivity there should be about the future of the game. We spoke about the Women's World Cup and where this club can go to, and it's almost unlimited. And we also discussed how young it is, how so much success early. But Paul Lederer, a fascinating conversation, and so passionate about the game, it's in his DNA. And look, I think it's just fantastic for a club like the Wanderers to have someone like him involved.
Well, you guys will be able to check that whole interview out tomorrow. That'll be dropping on Wanderers socials. We are about to check out a teaser, but Tim, thank you again for joining us. Keep up the great work with the show. Again, check out the podcast on Spotify. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Check this out.
It's very much a family club, and I know that having spoken to you off camera in discussions, that's a message that is really, really important that we talk about going forward. This is a club for people and families, and it always has been.
Look, the most important part of our club is our fan base. Who are we playing for? And the Western Sydney people are very special, always have been. I had the privilege and pleasure of working in that area for the better part of 50 years. So I should know a little bit about Western Sydney people. They are the best supporters that money can buy. They're phenomenal. These people are passionate, honest, and supportive of the club that's like no other. You know, I've been saying it for a while, no excuse whatsoever. We've got the best gymnasium in the world. We've got the best facility, training facility, best academy, the best stadium. I mean, that's all you can do. Now, we achieved that in a very short period of time, which I'd say I'm pretty proud personally, and the team that I have should be very proud of what we achieved. And we're always coming back to the last 12 months or 2 years or 3 years for that matter. And by the way, disappointing? Absolutely. I don't hide from that. It's disappointing. Am I happy about that? Of course not. Every time when the chips are down, that's when you find out who your friends are. So therefore, the fans as well. This is your club. This club doesn't belong to me. A lot of people say it's your club and etc. It isn't my club. This club belongs to you. The fans own this club. And we're trying everything in our power to underpin this club financially. I mean, nobody has spent more money, no one in this country on a club than we have. And why do we do that? For the fans.
Tough times never last, but tough people do. It's a good line.
That's perfectly put, Tim. I could never put it as eloquently as you have. That's fantastic.
I think you're good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Wanderers Live, and of course a very interesting chat with Paul Lederer. You can check that one out tomorrow. But thank you everyone for tuning in to another episode of Wanderers Live. Tats, it's been great to be doing this with you.
Yeah, the final episode for this season.
Where can people watch the game ahead?
You can catch the game, of course, Fox Sport 507 from 8-10 p.m. You can also stream the match on KO Sports and the MyFootball Live app. And you can follow up with all the action on my favourite place on Twitter using the hashtag WSWvMVC.
That's right. Well,
that's it.
Not long to go to the game, but we're going to leave you with this quick hype video. We'll be back with you hopefully next season. Enjoy the game.
The curtain is closing on the 2019-20 season, and what a crazy time it's been.
It's Patrick Ziegler. 2-2. It's Kwame Yeboah with a brace.
Time to reflect on all the battles, goals and close chances from the victories.
Duke! This time it counts for Alex Meyer on debut for Simon Cox.
To the ones that got away. Last week against the New Boys, we fought valiantly till the end. The comeback from the red and black was great to watch, but a bit too little too late in a goal-heavy match with Western United.
And Diamanti again! Oh, he's done it! Twice!
But that has been the tale of our season, and there is plenty to be positive about. Tonight, it's all about pride.
Well, what a dream start at the reborn Wonderland. Header, Duke! He's done it again via the aerial routes.
Melbourne Victory come to town as the A-League's two wounded heavyweights come face to face. Two new coaches in the dugouts, 22 players looking to give faith to those who sing for them each week. It's time to make Western Sydney proud one final time this season as we say goodbye and hello to what lies ahead.
Now Bacchus! Oh, what a wonderful goal! Keanu Bacchus for the Western Sydney Wanderers. And more headaches for the Melbourne Victory.